I think the wind shifted a little bit. Because now the 90 isn't the same as the 90 on here.
You just gotta wait till we're going a bit.
Oh, okay. And let me go there. Okay, so we got this crazy. Well, what happened is in the middle of the night, the dinghy just. The dinghy just like came off. The handle on it that we tied it to just came right off.
We want a tighter sail, not so loose.
Yeah.
You can see we're going to miss that rain stuff. It's going that way.
That way? It's quite a big crazy rain right there. Wait, is it going to the right?
The rain? Yeah, because remember the cloud was behind us?
There's still a little bit behind us. So that's good. It's not going to hit
we're
it.
getting the edge. Maybe we'll get an edge of it. Get too far out. For some context, it was about 3 in the morning and I heard this loud twang and a piece of the dinghy came flying into the boat. I had no idea what was going on until I realized the dinghy was drifting further and further away from me in the dark and I was starting to lose vision of it. I scrambled to wake up David and we started doing some man overboard drills here to go and pick up the dinghy in the middle of Lake Ontario at 3 a.m.
Oh, Dad, I turned us all the way around.
Yeah, it's okay. So which way are we going?
I have...
Okay, our direction is 60.
So I have to turn us to the right?
Yeah, but just hang on.
Okay.
Let me let this out now.
Okay, so what happened is the dinghy handle on the front that I tied my fabulous knot to it just ripped right off the dinghy, and it's like here. Yeah, it's right here, and like it just came right off. I don't see any like cuts or like rips or like anything in the middle. It just pulled off, and Dad's just tying his cleats, so none of our ropes broke. It's just the dinghy broke. So now we have it tied in 2 spots with 2 different ropes. So now we have.
It's actually the same rope, but 2 different ties.
So, okay, the same rope with 2 different tie spots, but it'll never, or probably won't break off now, so, which is really good. Also, I don't know what I'm doing here, but.
I'll use this because the swim ladder was banging, so. Guess we got a little test there.
Yeah, test of man overboard.
Man overboard test. It was the dinghy overboard test. Woo! Good
that
job, David.
Was so.
Whew, okay.
I was dreaming and while sleeping, and then I just heard Dad's voice in my dream, and I was like, "Wait, that ain't right," and I woke up.
Okay, so we're supposed to be going. Okay, David, can you be careful? I don't know what happened. It really went flying. Put this downstairs, please.
Yeah.
Put this downstairs, please.
Yeah.
Well, we cleaned up after this adventure, and we carried on along on our way without any further mishaps. This night.
Alright, so, wait, is it already over? So we got some huge swells in the waves here. The boat is like underneath us, the dinghy. And then it goes above us because of these swells. It's crazy. I think there's one coming right now, you'll see. See, it goes underneath and then it goes
5 knots.
Woohoo!
Boat speed. Speed over ground, 5 knots. It's good. August, what is it? 24th?
Mm-hmm.
August 24th today, Tuesday. And we've lost our engine. We had some severe storms last night blow us off our anchor, and we fought with it for, we had 58 knot winds, and our furler came undone. It was loose, and so I was working on that, and then the anchor, what do you call it? The anchor dragged, and then we blew off course, or blew off our anchorage for a ways, and we were getting dangerously close to shore, so we decided that we had to run the motor, of course, to get us back into where we were anchoring. So I could not raise the anchor because it was dragging and there was so much force from the wind. I don't have a windlass, so I had to do it by hand. So I decided to, we just drove with the anchor, and we dragged that anchor I don't know how long, and David was holding us in position while I got the anchor for, what was that, about an hour?
Yeah.
Probably an hour. We were running hard, and then we dragged that anchor probably, I don't know, almost a third of a nautical mile maybe? No, not that far. Maybe a fifth of a nautical mile. So anyways, this morning we said, okay, we got blown off again. The anchorage here at the Presqu'ile Bay is not very good. It's basically grass on top of mud, but I think there's so much grass that the anchor doesn't set properly. I dove and I literally couldn't find the anchor. It was buried. So anyways, we called the marina here on the way because when we left this morning we got blown off again. The batteries just didn't have time to charge, so we got about half a nautical mile up the channel, and we're about, how far is that? We got about halfway? No, more than that. Yeah, about that. So we got about a half a nautical mile to go and the battery cuts out on us, so we just need to let the battery charge for a while, and then we'll be alright. But so in the meantime, we're getting a tow, and here comes our rescue boat. So we drove, we're just trying to figure that out. We drove for an hour last night, is actually how long we drove on the batteries. And then we drove another half an hour this morning, so. Oh, somebody took our spot there.
Yeah, we should probably warn them. Maybe not the
We're getting towed in now. We got some help here from Andy, and not on call. But he was on call for us today. Yes, I'll steer. Yeah.
Because you're better. So then, Andy, he gave Dad the rope again, and gave Dad the rope, and Dad tied it on the front again, and then Andy told Dad to tell me to steer towards their boat so that it doesn't pull us awkwardly like sideways. And I did that, and then when we got to the docks, Dad took over on steering for the final stretch, and we used our momentum from Andy pulling us to slide into the docks. And then these other people, Jenny and these two other men, Julian and another guy, they helped us dock, and yeah.
Yeah, so now what we're doing is we're just charging the batteries, and we had to go pick up another charger because the one that I had only charged half of the set. I didn't want to do that, only have half charging. So I went to Canadian Tire in Trenton. They actually had the exact same one that I did have, which is a weatherproof Gen 2 Genius charger, and we were able to get the rest of the charging, the whole system set up and charging. It's been charging for the day. Now we're at about, I think about 85% there now, so it's just topping up the batteries. Yeah, be careful of these undercurrents here.